It was late autumn, 1986. Newtown, Connecticut, was beginning to feel winter's breath. The trees had shed their leaves, and the first flurries of snow dusted the quiet suburbs. But inside one home, something sinister had already taken root. Helle Crafts, a Danish flight attendant and mother of 3, was missing. To those who knew her, Helle was smart, independent, and deeply loving toward her children. But behind the walls of her seemingly perfect home, she had confided in friends that she feared her husband, Richard Crafts, a local pilot and former police officer. She told one friend, "If something happens to me, don't assume it was an accident." Then, one day in November, Helle vanished without a trace. Richard claimed she had left on a trip and never returned. But something didn't add up. Her friends grew suspicious. She hadn't contacted anyone. She hadn't called her children. And her credit cards and passport hadn't been used. Police began to dig deeper. They discovered Richard had rented a wood chipper days after Helle went missing. A snowplow driver came forward with a strange sight. He had seen a man operating a wood chipper along the frozen banks of the Housatonic River, in the middle of a snowstorm. Authorities rushed to the riverbank. There, in the frozen mud and snow, they uncovered what seemed like nothing more than fragments: a fingernail, a tooth, a piece of scalp with blonde hair still attached, and a tiny piece of human bone. Using emerging forensic science, experts were able to match the tooth's dental records to Helle. Blood and tissue samples were matched to her as well. Even more shocking, fibers from her nightgown were found inside Richard's rental truck. There was no body, no traditional crime scene. But there was enough evidence, meticulously gathered and scientifically analyzed, to tell the story. Richard Crafts had murdered his wife, dismembered her, and attempted to dispose of her remains using a wood chipper. The case became the first murder conviction in Connecticut without a body. In 1989, Richard Crafts was sentenced to 50 years in prison. Helle's case marked a turning point in forensic science, proving that even when a body is nearly erased, the truth can still be reconstructed, one fragment at a time.